NASA is known for its breakthrough technology in aeronautics and space, but few people realize how important NASA research has been in advancing medical technologies. Although this research rarely specifically attempts to develop these technologies, many of its discoveries are spun off and used in the creation of new medical devices. One of the latest inventions that has benefited from research performed at NASA is something called Artemis. This new device has the potential to make some surgeries much safer and will help to save lives. I had the opportunity to visit the laboratory at Analytical Mechanics Associates to help understand how Artemis will work. The history of medicine has a somewhat checkered past. From its earliest history until just before the beginning of the 20th century, many of the earliest practitioners were only able to provide the crudest forms of medical assistance to patients. For years, spiritual healing, bloodletting, and herbal remedies were generally the only form of medical help available to the average person. But this began to change in the late 1800s as advancements in medical practices began to move at a rapid pace. Perhaps one of the most important advancements during that time was the development of the X-ray in 1895. With this device, doctors finally had the ability to peer inside the human body without having to perform surgery. Since that time, this unique machine has proven to be invaluable, allowing doctors a two-dimensional view inside of the patient. Although this technology has been a revolution, the two-dimensional pictures were not appropriate for all types of soft tissue imaging, such as those used in cancer diagnosis and in heart procedures. So, in 1973, the introduction of the CAT scan again revolutionized the way doctors could see inside patients. This device for the first time allowed doctors a three-dimensional view of the body and was especially helpful in looking at soft tissue. So what's the next revolution? Currently, researchers using NASA technology are developing a device that could give doctors a type of X-ray vision. Using a CAT scan in conjunction with virtual reality, researchers have developed the augmented reality technology for minimally invasive surgery, or Artemis. This system may soon be helping to make surgeries much safer and much less invasive. I spoke with Bishant Shanawaz of Analytical Mechanics Associates to help us find out how Artemis may be used in the future.
Artemis is a state-of-the-art technology that fuses augmented reality technology with fiber optic shape sensing. The augmented reality part takes 3D images of a person's anatomy and superimposes it over the real patient itself. So this enables doctors and physicians to be able to take these 3D images and look at them exactly where they are on the real patient. The fiber optic shape sensing portion allows the doctor to see the shape and hence the tip of the needle or the RF catheter or whatever device he chooses to insert into the patient.
So can you explain to me exactly how this will work?
The patient goes into a CAT scan machine. You get CAT scans of the patient. You assemble that into a 3D model. You then take the 3D model and project it onto the screen. You then register a 3D model over the actual patient, and then the doctor can see where exactly the organs are. You then stick the needle in with this fiber optic shape sensing technology from Luna Innovations. You insert it into the patient. Once the doctor inserts the needle into the patient, the doctor can see where the needle is going. The doctor guides the needle to the exact spot, burns out the tumor, extracts the tissue, does whatever the procedure demands.
What are the issues these days with the way doctors are using CAT scans in some surgeries today?
The problem today is that the doctor has to look away from the screen and look at the CAT scans or 3D images without looking directly at the patient. So he's trying to poke the patient, but he's looking at something else. If you ever try to do something while looking at something else, you'll kind of realize what the difficulty is. But that's the general problem, is that you cannot see where you're going. You cannot look at what your target lesion is or what your target organ is, and you cannot see your needle once it's been inserted. It's kind of like, it's pretty much groping in the dark.
That amount of pressure, so we reduce pressure.
The Artemis system holds great promise for use in minimally invasive surgeries. Because these surgeries generally use probes, catheters, and needles to perform the work, the real-time virtual look inside the body will improve the quality, safety, and efficiency of procedures. With tens of thousands of minimally invasive surgeries being performed each year, the addition of the Artemis system will undoubtedly save time, reduce cost, and most importantly, help save lives.
This device gives the doctor direct X-ray vision into the patient. So the glasses are what you use to see the stereo image. What happens is the system draws one image as if it's been seen with your left eye. It draws another image as if it's been seen with your right eye, and it shutters it fast enough when the glasses shutter in sync, so that you're looking at your right eye, you're looking at your left eye and your right eye, and when you look at them together, it does it so fast and it syncs it together. That way it looks like you're looking at a 3D image in real life.
Now, what types of NASA technology was used to help you develop this?
As you know, with NASA, we've used virtual reality and visualization for ergonomic design of the space shuttle and for different other types of aerospace concepts. We've decided to take that technology and extend it to the realm of augmented reality and apply that to medicine. Very excited about this technology. It's actually, we're pretty sure that it can actually make minimally invasive surgical procedures a lot safer. It's going to make medical care from that perspective a lot less expensive. It's going to minimize the time for people to wait and the time for these operating procedures. And we envision that at some point it can be applied to things such as beating heart surgery. That's kind of like the holy grail. So there's so many things that we're looking forward to actually doing with this, and we're very excited over here.